From raw strength to the steady hands of skilled operators, every moment in the world of heavy machinery captures the essence of labor, risk, and determination. The roar of engines, the grind of steel on stone, and the calculated movements of men behind the controls place us directly in the heart of challenges where failure isn't an option. Each scene is a testament to the bond between human focus and machine might, a partnership that transforms impossible landscapes into workable ground. Amid shattered walls and collapsed beams, a bulldozer lunges forward with unstoppable confidence. Its massive blade drives into cracked concrete, tearing down what once seemed immovable. With every push, towers crumble into clouds of dust, steel bends and snaps, and rubble piles in uneven heaps. This is not just the force of metal, but the courage of the operator guiding it. One man with nerves of iron orchestrates the chaos, turning destruction into progress, controlling a storm of stone and debris with steady precision. High in the remote French Alps, the Komatsu D375A8 transforms from machine to beast. The mountain does not yield easily, hard granite stands in defiance, cliffs loom dangerously above, and snow-laced winds whip across ridges. Yet this 92-ton juggernaut bites into the rock with ruthless determination. Its tracks sink deep, its blade carves unyielding walls, and with each grind, the mountain reshapes under its relentless will. Here, at altitudes where other equipment would falter, the dozer proves its resilience. The operator does not merely drive, he wrestles with gravity itself, forcing paths where none existed. In that battle, respect belongs equally to the man and the machine. Far away, in the crushing heat of an open-pit mine, the colossal Caterpillar 640 reveals its endurance. This 400-ton monster doesn't stop for fatigue or hesitation. For 3 hours without pause, it works with rhythm as smooth as a heartbeat, pushing, loading, and feeding earth into the massive Hitachi EH 35,000 dumpers. The process has no glamour, no flashy tricks, no wasted moves, just the art of raw efficiency. Every cycle of the blade and load tells a story of mastery born of repetition. It is the language of mining, strength channeled into precision, endless tons moved by the discipline of routine. In the frozen highlands where winter never loosens its grip, the Cat S7 bulldozer proves survival is earned. Blades carve into snowbanks, steel tracks grip ice with defiance, and raw horsepower keeps supply routes alive. Hauling a modular substation through miles of frozen wilderness is no simple haul, it is a lifeline to communities surviving on the edge. The engine growls against temperatures that numb human skin within minutes, reminding us that these machines are not luxuries, they are guardians of survival, clawing through white silence where failure would mean isolation. Elsewhere, a pair of bulldozers bound by a massive anchor chain work side by side, tearing through dense forest terrain. Trees that once stood tall and defiant are pulled out by the roots, shrubs torn in one sweep. The ground quakes beneath the unified strength of pure steel. In older times, such clearing would have relied on fire, axes, or dangerous chemicals. Here, the task is safer, swifter, and brutally efficient. Every pass of the dozers leaves behind vast, open ground ready for transformation, a reminder of how modern ingenuity and raw mechanical strength reshape landscapes in hours rather than months. Mountain roads are not gifted by nature, they are earned through sweat, danger, and relentless force. On treacherous slopes where gravity pulls at every ton of steel, a bulldozer teams with an excavator. One machine heaves boulders aside while the other slices into earth. Inch by inch, cliff faces are carved into winding paths. What once would have taken armies of men armed with picks and shovels is now conquered by coordinated steel. The machines fight the mountain with every swing and push, transforming sheer walls into roads where none belonged. It is not simply construction, it is defiance of nature. Moments of rescue add their own tension to this world. A vintage K701 tractor pairs with a modern John Deere 8410T to pull each other free from unforgiving mud. The sight of old and new working hand in hand proves that brute power alone is never enough. Control and balance make all the difference. One machine braces, the other pulls, both operators reading the ground in each other's moves. It is a quiet but powerful reminder that in the harshest conditions, teamwork is as vital as horsepower. When a Cat D8 sinks nose first into swampy ground, the call goes out for a bigger savior. The Cat D9, a towering beast built for raw muscle, arrives. Steel tracks grind deep, the engine roars like thunder, and with sheer pulling force, it drags the sunken dozer back to solid ground. Watching giants pull giants free is a spectacle in itself, proof that some tasks demand nothing less than titans. Climbing sheer alpine slopes, the Menzi Muck A81 moves with an uncanny agility. Like a mountain goat forged from hydraulics and steel, it braces itself on steep angles, biting into walls of rock. Each strike tears down aged stone, clearing slopes that threaten to collapse. Yet every movement carries the weight of risk, a single misstep could trigger disaster. The balance between control and chaos is razor thin, but here lies the brilliance of machine and operator combined. Landslides are not stopped by hesitation, they are prevented by precision. But not every scene is pure triumph. At times, danger rears its head closer than expected. A bulldozer's blade misses a worker by inches, the operator halting only a heartbeat too late. Diesel fumes linger in the air, hearts pound, and silence hangs heavy afterward. It is not merely luck that spares lives in such moments, it is a reminder of the razor's edge on which heavy work balances. One slip can mean tragedy, one miracle keeps men standing. Machines rescue machines as often as they conquer landscapes. A swamp-stranded dozer finds salvation in the Cat 320DL excavator, its bucket clamping, pulling with raw authority. Some say a ramp would have offered safer leverage. But when urgency meets immovable ground, brute force often becomes the only language. The debate over strategy versus strength lingers in every job site. Would you gamble on precision or trust raw might? The stakes climb higher in the mountains of Baglung, where a JCB 220 is tasked with pulling a flipped tractor from a slope so steep gravity seems eager to claim it. Each swing of the boom inches the wreck closer to safety, but one false move would send both crashing into the valley below. Watching this rescue is not a display of careless strength, it is an exhibition of nerves, patience, and absolute control. Skill, in these moments, is every bit as important as steel. Down by the Forbes River, the weight of timber proves too much for a truck. Axles strain, wheels sink, and the river threatens to swallow the load whole. Salvation comes in the form of a bulldozer, its steel tracks gripping wet stone with animalistic determination. It drags the truck and its timber back to safety, proving once more that these machines are not merely tools but lifelines. Even cement trucks, when stranded in soft ground, find that only bulldozers like the Cat D6N can answer the call. Its blade presses, its tracks churn, and its weight becomes leverage against the stubborn earth. Pushing dead weight is no elegant task, but the sight of machine muscle rescuing machine muscle carries its own undeniable beauty. Of course, the risks remain constant. A K700 tractor takes a violent tumble, its cultivator dragged helplessly with it. The sight of machinery rolling over unforgiving terrain is a sobering reminder, no matter how powerful the equipment, the land always carries the upper hand. Every job carries its dangers, and mistakes are rarely forgiven. Amid the danger, moments of precision shine through. A lumberjack makes a perfect cut into a towering tree, and the John Deere 650G nudges with hydraulic precision, guiding the giant into a safe, controlled fall. It is not only about tearing down, it is about directing the force of nature with grace. Man and machine in harmony prove that skill amplifies power, turning what could be chaos into art. In the forest, the skidder dominates. Logs that would take teams of horses to drag are hauled with casual ease. Its mighty winch tears through terrain, its build shrugs off obstacles, and every haul proves that this machine was bred for dominance. To watch it work is to witness unchallenged strength, redefining what forestry means in the modern age. And yet, even titans stumble. An excavator, its balance betrayed, teeters dangerously on an edge, threatening collapse. One misjudged move, one overlooked slope, and disaster hovers inches away. It is in these tense moments that experience proves its worth. Machines are powerful, but they are only as safe as the men who guide them. In a world where power and precision collide, the machines that carve out our roads, our buildings, and our infrastructure carry the weight of countless lives in their iron jaws. A mistake on the job site is never just a misstep, it's a gamble with everything at stake. These machines don't hesitate. They don't second guess. The operator, gripping the controls, must be just as relentless. Back in the rugged mountains, the scene shifts again. A massive Caterpillar 527 tracked grapple skidder glides effortlessly across Idaho's harsh terrain. The machine's powerful grapple, large enough to swallow entire trees, secures logs with perfect precision. As it moves, it proves that strength isn't always measured by size, it's about the balance between brute power and delicate handling. Each movement is purposeful, calculated. This machine might have the brawn to tear through the forest, but it also has the finesse to handle the smallest of jobs with unwavering control. In a different part of the world, a cat excavator is called into a situation so delicate that it's hard to imagine a machine capable of handling it. A massive ship needs guidance to dock, and the excavator's precision becomes the linchpin. It's a delicate balance of managing cable tension and ensuring the vessel slides into place. The task requires more than just power, it demands an intricate understanding of movement and control. The excavator becomes both a tugboat and a precision instrument, proving that no task is beyond the reach of a skilled operator. In a different kind of battle, where the terrain itself becomes an adversary, the Komatsu D85EX bulldozer faces down tough grading work in the Rocky Mountain landscape. The ground is uneven, the rocks unforgiving, but the dozer's blade digs in with a relentless, smooth rhythm. Every pass through the earth feels like a battle won against the land's natural defenses. With each push, the landscape submits, creating roads, paths, and foundations for the future. In this harsh environment, the dozer proves that true strength is not just about moving mountains but about doing so with unwavering precision. It doesn't simply push through obstacles, it reshapes them, turning chaos into control. Then there's the dozer, called to a job that no one else would dare to approach. A fully loaded cam is sinking into soft fill, and the job site is in danger of losing a vital piece of equipment. The dozer steps in, tracks biting into the wet earth, hauling the truck free with a force that seems unmatchable. The recovery job isn't glamorous, but it's necessary. One wrong move could have left the vehicle further buried, but the operator's control over the dozer ensures that every inch of progress is deliberate, measured, and steady. On the logging front, precision becomes the focal point again. The Caterpillar D8, known for its sheer pulling power, takes on an unexpected challenge. With a homemade stump splitter attached, the D8 transforms into a precision tool, slicing through stubborn roots and thick trunks. The machine's size is no longer just about muscle, it's about adapting its might to the task at hand. Every swing of the splitter demonstrates the power of a well-designed tool working in harmony with its environment. In the world of forestry, it's not just about tearing down, it's about doing so in a way that respects the land while making way for the future. The landscape is constantly changing, shifting with the push of a blade, the grind of steel, and the precision of those who control the machines. As these operators face nature's toughest challenges, they do so with an unyielding spirit and an unmatched skill for the craft. The machines may be mighty, but it is the hands that guide them that make the real difference. Together, man and machine continue to carve a path through the earth, building a future that can withstand even the most extreme conditions. The work never ends, but neither does the force of the operators who fuel it.